Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman, and today, my friends, we're going to be pitching two of the most popular and well-known gins on the planet, quite literally head to head, namely Mr. Bombay Sapphire over here and of course Mr. Gordon's over here. However, my friends, for those of you who do not know me and are not familiar with my channel, not only are these the most well-known gins in the world, they also happen to be my two least favourite gins in the world. So join me today, my friends, as we look and try and find out which one is the best of the worst. So I think it's fair to say that over the time I've been doing this channel, I've given these two fellas a damn good thrashing on this channel, and deservedly so, because they're not great. But I thought to myself, you know what? Sometimes you might go to a bar, you might find yourself in a situation when you go to a smaller bar or a smaller store where you're faced with a very limited selection. And these might well be your only two choices. So what do you do in this situation? So let's start at the beginning, shall we? Over here with Gordon's. And the reason I say the beginning is this was my very first gin, the genesis of my gin journey. And I suspect many people will probably be the same, because you go to a lot of places, like when I grew up in a small village, we only had a small village pub, and this was the only thing that if you wanted gin, you had Gordon's. You had no choice. I think that's the case in many, many other establishments. And you got to say, there must be something about it, because I kept drinking it and I went on to other stuff. But I think personally, the problem with this gin, it's been around for a long, long time, way over 200 years, and you'd think they'd know what they were doing by now. That's a hell of a lot of experience to have, isn't it? But to me, I just think this is extremely boring gin. It was fine years ago when there wasn't much choice. People liked it because there wasn't anything else out there. But to me, I just think it's just stayed where it was. It hasn't moved at all. And so many other more exciting and interesting gins have come along and literally just ridden straight past it and taken over it and just gone way off into the distance. I mean, look at the choice. This is just about 0.0001% of the gins you can get on the market. But there's a lot of them out there. And this fella just hasn't moved with the times. I'll give it, just refresh my taste for this. Hang on. Yeah, to me, this is kind of gin by numbers, okay? It is technically gin, it's made of juniper, it's a juniper-based spirit, but there's just nothing original, there's nothing exciting, there's no pizzazz, and there's no love, there's no passion. So many of these gins that I've reviewed here have a passion and a soul, and you can taste that people have spent time on it and really, really wanted to, make something special. This is all subjective, of course. You might agree with me. Some people disagree vehemently with me on the channel about Gordon's particular. Some people say it's really nice, but personally, I think it's fine. Yes, it is gin, but it needs to be better than that. They need to raise their game. The tastes have changed, standards have got higher, and they need to be better. Which leads me nicely on to number 2 in the journey, and it quite literally was number 2. I tried this one first, and then one day somebody said to me, "Oh, you like gin, do you?" I said, "Yeah, it's nice." They said, "Oh, well, la-di-da, why don't you try a little bit of the upmarket gin?" I'm like, "What?" And they said Bombay Sapphire. It didn't happen exactly like that, I'm paraphrasing, but something along those lines. Anyway, they pointed it out on the shelf to me, and I thought, "Oh, look at that blue gin. I've never had a blue gin before. That looks very fancy." So I thought, "Yep, pour me up some of that, barman, please." So the barman poured it up, and at the time, I think I acted like I was impressed. Psychologically, it tasted different, 100% different. And psychologically, I thought, "Oh, this is different. Oh, it's different. I like it because it's different." But then, I stop to think, hang on a minute, it's different, but is it good? Different doesn't necessarily mean good, and it wasn't really. So let me just refresh my taste on this one. Oh God. Honestly, the problem with this one is it's got this kind of a chemically taste in it. It's like someone's attempted to spice it up by adding this flavour. But to me, I've always said this was the main problem of Bombay Sapphire. There is this slightly chemical air to it. And that can never be good. I don't think chemicals in any situation are ever going to be a pleasant sort of sensation on the tongue. So that's my main problem with this one. Now, of course, there are other derivatives of each of these gins. The Bombay Sapphire, you got the original, what's it called? The original Bombay dry gin. That's very nice. They actually take a couple of ingredients away for that one. They also have the Bombay, where is it gone? The Bombay Sapphire English Country Estate. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's over here. Hang on. Oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. Oh no, I've managed it. The limited edition Bombay Sapphire English Estate, which had mint in it. And that, again, very, very nice. I like it. But at least there are some variants of it that I do like. Now, with the Gordons, it didn't really happen. Although, actually, no, to be fair to Gordons, I did like what was the Gordons pink berry one here. That wasn't too bad. That was just about drinkable, especially in the summer. It was okay, but it was only okay. They had a elderflower one I tried and also a lemon one, none of which I liked. Again, the same problem I think they had. The flavoured ones, it seemed to me like they saw people were doing new things in the gin market and thought to themselves, oh look, flavoured gins are very popular. Just didn't even look, just said to someone, I say, Hugo, will you go, I don't know who Hugo is, I imagine Hugo works there. Hugo, whack some lemon in this gin and whack some pink berries and some elderflower. Just stick some flavours in there. But boss, don't you want to know what the flavours are? No, don't worry about that. Just don't drink any old shit, don't worry. Just stick it in and get it out there, rake in this money. Again, I am paraphrasing there. I don't know if that conversation actually happened, but I imagine it was something like that. So here's the quandary then. How do I choose? I want to try and choose, because I have been very negative about these gins, as my regular viewers and subscribers will know. I've been very, very negative about these two, but I don't like to make negative reviews and videos, but I do always pledge to be honest. So if it's bad, I will tell you it's bad. However, if I was going to pick one, you've got to pin me down. If you had to pin me down to pick one, what would I choose? And I tell you what, I started doing a few gin versus gin videos on this channel because they seem very popular. But this one is going to tear me apart. It's the opposite end of the scale. Usually I try and pick between two really good ones, which is equally as hard in a way. So this is the main difference here, okay? This one I think is kind of a boring gin. It just leaves me feeling a bit flat and kind of bored. This one, there's kind of an element to it that I personally, some people else, of course, a lot of other people might like it and might disagree, but personally, I don't like very much. So how do I choose between something that bores me and something I just don't like that much? I honestly don't know, but the only way I can really push one in front of the other, or sort of make one an easier decision, is by going to the price. Because this one, my friends, these are only small bottles I've got here, by the way. But you buy the big size, the 70 centilitre bottles. This little fellow is going to cost you £20. I don't know what it is in other countries, but the equivalent of that is €24.22, okay? However, this one for the full-size bottle is only £15, which is about $18 or 17 euros. So if you're really going to force me to make this terrible choice, which you're not doing, I did choose to do it myself, but you know what I mean, just to add a bit of a drama. But at the end of the day, I honestly have to go for the one that's cheaper, because that's boring, and that one personally I don't like the taste of. It's just it's just an impossible choice. And what a shame, what a crying shame. It speaks volumes that I have to be able to pick a winner. I just have to go for the one that is going to cost me less. Either way, I'm going to be disappointed drinking these, but I'd rather be disappointed and have a few extra pennies in my pocket. So, my friends, it's a rather bizarre video today, but if you are faced with the decision between this one and this one, presumably those prices correspond to what I just said, it's going to have to be, I can't believe I'm saying this, the Gordons. So my friends, my subscribers, my viewers from around the globe, I give you the winner, and it is Gordons. Well, good Lord, what an extraordinary video that was today. I'm not really sure if that was going to work. I don't know, I hope you like it. I hope you find it useful in some way. It's been rather strange to do, but as I say, if I can't be entertaining, at least I can be useful. However, if you have enjoyed this video, and I really hope you have, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the like button, and of course head over to my Patreon page where you can see all sorts of exclusive content. But until next time guys, I am Bobby Freeman. Stay safe and be good.